All right, guys, good evening and welcome to the Pilot Club Town Hall number 10.
There was no video.
Oh, can you guys not see me? See, I'm already screwing up. Stand by. I thought I am streaming my screen. Can you guys see it now?
I got it.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the screen.
All right, cool, man. All this preparation, I already screwed up. But we'll get through this. So, welcome to the Pilot Club Town Hall number 10. We're going to have some club updates, some exciting news about the club and the direction that we're going. We're also going to announce our club giveaway winner and the company perks giveaway winner. And we're going to have some Q&A at the end. And then also each department of the club will make a quick presentation with their updates and what they've been up to. So I hope you guys stick around. I appreciate you guys stopping by and spending the time with your fellow club members and TPC staff members. And even more importantly, thank you for being a club member. We appreciate you guys. The Pilot Club would not be what it is without you. So thank you so much for being part of this great organization. And with that, let's watch a quick video here. Here it is. By doing group flights on VATSIM, and our goal is to engage in a meaningful and helpful discussion about flight sim topics where we could learn from each other and share our experiences. As you guys may know, we are a proud member of the flight sim community and official VATSIM partner. And our members, you guys, are flight sim aviators of all skill levels, as well as real world pilots, both private and commercial, and air traffic controllers. And as you guys know, our pillars are teamwork, passion, community. Get it? TPC. All right. Well, welcome to the Town Hall again. And my name is Serge, Pilot Club 6. And I wanted to quickly introduce you guys to, see if we go here. I wanted to introduce you guys to our staff, just in case you didn't know. So we have several departments here. Flight operations, we have Mark, GA Tuesday host. We have Andrew, GA Tuesday co-host. Dylan does the Fly-In Thursday and Bush Wednesday. Stuart does the F&O. Ron is the backup for the F&O. Mike D is our Discovery Flight host. Andrew does Sunday Funday. And Dylan, TPC 802, does the backup hosting, right? Moving on to the pilot training department, we got Elliot, who's the director of pilot training. Mike D is our assistant director of pilot training. Tyler is our training operations coordinator. We have Uda, who's a flight instructor. Brian, flight instructor as well. Al, flight instructor. Nilo is a trainee flight instructor unless he's already went through the process. Anyways, and then Kevin is our trainee flight instructor, and Colson is our trainee flight instructor. So we're getting some new flight instructors into augment our training staff there. We have, as you guys will hear in a little bit, probably over 3,000 members in our flight school getting their P1 and P2 ratings, and we're going to be we're going to have P3 coming out, P3 and P4 coming out in 2025. We also have Leo, who's a mentor, and we're always looking for flight instructors. All right, moving on to admin and server moderation. Eric is our Air Marshal ground crew. Elliot is Air Marshal, Steven Air Marshal and ground crew. Dylan is ground crew, and we have a ground crew vacant position. The ground crew is essentially Discord moderator. All right, moving on to TPC Charters airline. James is the TPC Charter CEO and currently fleet manager. Jen is the operations manager. Chris is a manager of the airline division. We also have Rob, who manages the FBOs. And we have a couple of new folks there. Steve and John are helping out with things. Moving on to our dev team. Again, Eric is the server admin and the developers team lead. We have Jonah, Josh, Kelvin, Ellie are our great developers for the club. Moving on to media there. Our main media guy, of course, is Jacob. If you guys watch the TPC Hangar videos, those are weekly videos about what's going on in the club. He is the producer and the host of those. We have Seth, who does some video work for us, and then I do a little bit of social media stuff for us as well. All right, last but not least, a few folks who are sort of in advisory capacity as well. James helps out with that, Andrew, Josh, Lucas. My wife is a sort of a consultant in a way, and then we got Tommy.
Woohoo!
Woo! Got Tommy, who's our merch manager, and then Jen is our chief livery designer, although he is going to step down from that role due to life commitments. So anyways, big round of applause for our staff. They are the backbone of this organization, and really we would not function the way we do without them in place. So they keep everything together. So very appreciative of all the volunteer work that they do for the club. All right, so a few announcements from me before we move on to our next topic. Or our next department, rather. So we've been operating for about 3.5 years, since April of 2021, and we've operated as sort of a pseudo nonprofit organization. Well, it is time now for the Pilot Club to actually become an official nonprofit organization. So we're going through that process. What does it mean to the club and the club members is actually a lot of good things that are going to come out of that. Being a nonprofit allows us to operate under certain conditions and rules, and that includes funding, partnerships, infrastructure for the club, etc. All of those types of things we're going to benefit from being a nonprofit. So that's kind of like the big announcement there. I also wanted to mention, if you guys are passionate about being in the club, I encourage you guys to take a look at our staff vacancies. Currently, we're looking for flight operations team lead. I'm sort of covering this right now, but we really need a proper flight operations team lead. We are looking for our next livery designer. The flight school is always looking for flight instructors. Dev team is always looking for developers. And TPC Charters airline are looking for their managers to take on different roles within the airline. So that is our vacancies page. It's on the website there under About Us, so you guys can check it out. And if you're interested, let us know. All right, next item here, I wanted to chat about the perks program, and we'll have the company perks giveaway winner announced at the end of this town hall. But just so that you guys know, we started this last year, basically using our leaderboard system, where you can get you get points, right, for doing different activities in the club, and those translate to different roles such as commuter, frequent flyer, and VIP. And so part of this program is folks who achieve those roles on the leaderboard in the leaderboard program, plus early adopters as well. We have a chance to participate in additional giveaways, right? So if you look here, the way it's been coded is that um, commuters will have 1 entry, frequent flyers 2 entries, and VIPs 3 entries. So, oh, and then Top Gun is part of this as well. So that's pretty cool. That's just an additional kind of thank you for being part of the club. And so we do those quarterly. And again, we will announce the winner at the end of this meeting. All right, next thing I wanted to showcase briefly. I guess I didn't have that ready. Is our partner discounts program, where you can enjoy special discounts available only to the Pilot Club members. You get that through the Flight Crew portal. So if you click on that there, it's going to take you to the Flight Crew portal. So it's behind a wall, only open to members. And there you can get some discounts on flight sim related stuff. And we're going to continue to work on bringing more of those to you guys in the next year. All right. So I think that's about all I have. I want to keep things moving here so that we're not over 1 hour. And do we have, is Tyler here? Elliot or Tyler?
Yep, I'm
next?
here.
Awesome. All right. So next is our training department, and Tyler's going to give you guys a quick update.
Yes, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Tyler Sattarelli. I'm the training ops coordinator within the training department. Just a couple things to go over within the training department. Currently, as I think Serge already mentioned, we're at 3,414 students in this P rating VATS and flight school kind of thing we got going on. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. We had a 4.5% increase from the last month, so we're already getting way more people than expected for that. We have some people already awaiting check rides, some check rides getting passed. It's a fun, adventure of going through your flight training, becoming a better sim pilot, maybe learning some things that you might know you think you know it a lot because you've been flying for a long time. But at a certain point, I think you're getting an echo there, Serge. If you guys are getting echo, just go to the bottom right of his stream and click the mute button, and that will stop that. But yeah, other than that, we got some other things in the works other than just the normal flight school. So even though that we have our TPC flight school, which is free to everyone to come in, and I encourage you to come and try it out. It's a lot of fun. We are working on a real life Part 61 ground school, an online ground school, which can be developed and released for real world training purposes. So a lot of you guys probably are looking to go into a real world career, and I know as a real and flight instructor, getting your ground school out of the way is huge. So when that comes out, getting that ground school out of the way and getting your written, even an endorsement over the internet is insane. So in this case, when we have more updates, we'll kind of let you know on that. But our Part 61 ground school is in the work kind of on that back end there. Our P3 course has been delayed for a long time just because of that role within the VATGov system of the vice president of pilot training. So that role just recently got filled. But I think his name is Rob. So he's just getting situated, and once he gets up and running, there's a lot of things he needs to get up and running on. But then he kind of that course approval is kind of once he gets up and running, he can take some time to look at it or have some people assigned to it. We can get that up and signed off. So getting that P3 course out is our next big thing. I think that coming in the near future, if not by the end of this month, by early next month. So it should be, and that's, if you don't know what the P3 is, that's our commercial multi-engine. P1's our private pilot. P2, the instrument. P3 is that commercial multi-engine license. Once we get that approved, P4's work starts to come on. So we are going to be developing a P4 course. That's your airline course. And I guess that leaves the next thing, which is the last one, is P5. We are looking for new flight instructors. Like I said, we have 3,414 students within the school. We have 3 active instructors and then 2 instructors, Mike and Elliot, who kind of work behind the scenes as well with students from time to time, but they do a lot of work regarding with VATSIM and setting up discovery flights and all this other stuff. So if you guys are looking to join, even if you're just wanting to do some course material work and help us develop the courses, and you don't think you have time to teach students, we would love to have you. So make sure you shoot me a DM or Elliot or Mike, or I know there's a contact info through what Serge was showing on his website. But we'd love to try to work you into it. You don't have to be a real instructor, don't have to be a real pilot, but you guys can come have fun with us, and it is a good time and good to get students going up. With that, we also are changing our P1 course a little bit and updating it. Hasn't been updated in a while. So anybody going through the P course right now and the coursework, we're changing that kind of online ground material. And the written exam at some point will be updated from a 80% pass rate to 70% pass rate with a little more questions that are more oriented towards that, a little bit better oriented stuff. So yeah, I don't really have anything else. We got some workshops, training events going on. I think we have one coming up here that will get scheduled with differences between U.S. ATC versus Canadian ATC, stuff like that. That can be useful for even that if you're not part of the flight school to hang around with some of the instructors and learn some new things. So with that, I'll give it to the next person. I don't really have anything else. If you have any other questions, just let one of the training team know. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, I think I didn't. I was muted on the recording. All right. Well, it's all screwed up. I wanted to show you guys here. Of course, you guys are familiar with all the regular flights that we have: GA Tuesday, Bush Wednesday, Flying Thursday, FNO. We do have Airplanes and Coffee every first Saturday as well. Sunday Fun Day, the flight that started it all. Challenge flight is on hold right now, and then of course we have our discovery flights, right? So those are all the available events. But what I wanted to mention to you guys is that if you have any ideas about, we try to keep things fresh, and I know we also want to keep things sort of steady. But at the same time, if you have any ideas about, any flights or activities or events for the club, please utilize the idea box in the Discord. You can submit your idea, and we'll look at it and see if it can be implemented. I also wanted to mention that later on this year, hopefully in December, if not then in January, we are planning on doing co-op event with Metro Air. Very cool airline. So we're in the talks of doing something together to bring their members and our members together and do maybe a group flight or something like that. So that's in the works as well. And then one last thing on flight apps is, as I mentioned in the beginning, we are approaching 5,000 members. That's a significant achievement and a milestone, and we'd like to celebrate that maybe with a special flight, a special group flight. We're going to work out the details. If you have any ideas what we can do, I think right now we're looking at possibly doing just a fly-in into DCA, but maybe there's some twists to that we're gonna implement there, and of course we're gonna have some giveaways for that. So that'll be a big one. We are anticipating to hit 5,000 by the end of this year, so sometime in December. So we probably do that flight either late December, most likely though early January. So that is what I have about flight ops. Any flight ops hosts in this meeting, if you guys have anything for the group, please
Yeah, this is Mark from GA. I've got something.
go ahead.
Can I share my screen?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Mark. Sorry, I just have a quick second to talk. Andrew from Sunday Fun. I just looking to boost some turnout. If you guys have any ideas on different flights, different anything to spice anything up, just feel free to drop me a message. Sorry to cut you off, Mark. I just had a quick second to talk.
That's all good. All right, cool. Thank you, Andrew. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Got it, Mark.
All right, cool. So I am Mark, TPC 444, actually Pilot Club 444. Sorry about that. So this is the General Aviation Tuesday update as to what's going on. For those of you that may not be aware of what we are doing, the goal of GA Tuesday is to do VFR flights using piston planes with speeds averaging from 100 to 150 knots. And the main reason for that is because we are doing VFR. We are trying to use visual references. If you're going too fast, you're just not going to get those references. Sometimes going low and slow, it makes the flight a whole lot better. So that's the this is more of a guideline. So if you want to come fly out with us, which is in your jet, um, you know, just know that you might have a hard time following the VFR uh, instructions that we have. Okay. So just to give you a reminder as to what we're doing, basically on the first of the month, we always have the U.S. tour. The third of the month, we always have a regional tour. So every year we pick a different region that we focus on. I think last year it was the Caribbean. This year it's Alaska. And then the other two weeks, we either take ideas from you guys, or there's events from VATSIM, or real life fly-ins. So there's a bunch of stuff that we try and jump into those. But all of the action happens in the GAT events, the thread. We have the NOTAMs, weather. We talk about procedures. If anyone has any questions, the whole point of this club is to really just try to learn from each other. No one's going to bash you. And if someone does bash you for not knowing, we're going to handle it. TPC takes care of their own. So this channel over here, this is in the Discord. This is General Aviation Ops and GAT events. That's basically where all of the action is. So this is just a quick update as to what we're doing with the tour. This year we've hit Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, and we're in the middle of Kansas right now. And I believe this year I started using Google Earth. Google Earth has made it really interesting. It's added a lot more depth into the tour. So if you actually look at the slideshow, or if you actually click on each of the items, you get some context, some history, and it really it really enriches the flight some more. So with every flight plan, there's always a Google Earth link there as well. This is our regional tour of Alaska. We are on the 10th leg right now, and we started way out here, and we made our way into Alaska. Is a beautiful place, and we've experienced a lot of raw wilderness from Alaska. I believe this is the Anchorage Arctic, and I've learned that coverage is really, really rough out here because of just how vast the place is. So I think the next time that we do Alaska, I'll have to do some research with the Arctic, because I think they have a particular set of airports that would have better guaranteed coverage. So and the reason why that's a thing is because we always try and connect with VATSIM. It's important to us. It's important to the club. It makes the event more fun when you're able to uh, interact with ATC. So the next regional tour for 2025 is going to be Canada. Not all of it; it's too big. So we might take a couple of provinces, and we do have a couple of staff members and individuals that are in the Canadian space. So I'm going to be leaning to them a lot to help build a path and make sure that we are using the right airspace, the right terminology, and just learning how to read their sectional chart. One of the things that we try to do is real world fly-ins. That's always a tongue twister for me. So the idea here is that we're blending in flight simming and real world events. We're trying to bleed the two together. So every year we try and make sure that we, just in case you ever got an opportunity to plan a flight to these events, or if you're just being aware, like Sun and Fun is a real event. Wayne America, these are all real events that happen in real life. EAA 1465, Experimental Aircraft Association. They have a fly-in and car show. They have a vintage and experimental fly-in. Um, we always hit up the Crystal Eagle Award dinner in California, and then we finally did an event in Vancouver for Wings and Wheels. So we always try to incorporate any real world events. If you are aware of any events that I'm not aware of, let me know. We would love to try and get it in. So we've done some partner events. With Sun and Fun, Miami Arctic was the group that managed that. So they had full coverage, and we made sure that we had a flight plan that was in there. VAT Venture, that was done by Chicago. One of our other partners is Virtual USA Flying Club. Every year they have their anniversary flight that was covered by New York. And this year we're doing we Surge started General Aviation Appreciation Day, and that the route that we're taking is Houston, or the coverage that we're getting is Houston and Fort Worth. But this is multiple 20 plus airports that are going to be fully staffed. So even if you do or don't fly with us, you can definitely fly with you know any of those other places that are available. Um, Upcoming events that we're going to try and hit. VAT USA is doing Across the Land. They have a northbound event that's happening in March, and then a southbound that's happening in September. So we're going to try and figure out what we can do to take advantage of all of that coverage that's going to be available. Some other activities. We're going to try and do some more flights outside of the United States. The majority of our flights are in the U.S., but we're going to try and stretch our legs a little and get outside of the states. There's so many beautiful landscapes out there. At some point, I'm going to try and get us into Boston Wings VFR number 5. Boston Wings program is outstanding, and I would encourage anybody to go through their program. So this hopefully will be an introduction to you, and then hopefully on your own you'll go ahead and complete the Wings program. There is a treasure and scavenger hunt event that I'm working to put together. This was an idea that came about maybe a year or two ago, but with the dev team and with all of the things that are in place now, it's becoming more and more possible to actually run this event the way that I envisioned it. So I'm very excited. We're gonna put some effort into this and try and get that going. All flight ideas are encouraged. We encourage you guys to go to the idea box, and there's a couple of events that we've already done this year that was suggested by some of our own. Just lastly, want to give a shout out to Andrew. He's been a super, super duper help to me. He's the backup, the co-host for GA Tuesday. He's a variety streamer and a moderator on my Twitch channel. So shout out to Andrew, and I appreciate TPC 51. All right, Serge, I'm done.
All right, very good. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. You really took the GA program in the club to the next level. We started without the GA program, and we've come a long way. And I think folks who participate in the GA program really enjoy those flights. You put a lot of effort into it and a lot of time, and we certainly appreciate it. All right, we're going to keep things moving here. We're moving on to TPC Charters.
Serge, sorry, it's Sorry, Serge, to interrupt.
Yeah.
Stuart, Friday
Oh,
Night Ops.
my bad. My bad.
So,
Yes.
Stuart,
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
it's all good. I'm hiding in the background here. Hi, everyone. It's Stuart, Pilot Club 73. I run Friday Night Ops, and Friday Night Ops is an interesting thing because Fridays can be kind of busy for most people. But I don't know if everyone knows, but we do align with the VAT USA. Uh, and their Friday night ops. So every Friday night they have a different RTech or a bunch of different RTechs that are online, and there's a lot of traffic, and it's just a lot of fun flying IFR into these locations. They're mostly airliners. So, and that's what the format has been until this point. But going forward, starting this month, actually starting this week, we're going to be adding in a second route. So for those people who like to fly airliners, great, excellent, that's great. Continue to do so. But for those who want to fly something slower, like in regional or even some GA aircraft and want to practice their IFR skills, I highly recommend using our new second route. As an example, this week, our second route is so the main route will be going from, let me just have 2 seconds off the top of my head. We'll be going from Tulsa to Denver, and the secondary route will be going from Torrington in Wyoming to Denver. And the idea is to have almost all the aircraft converge at the same time. So you have the 737s and the Airbuses and little turboprops and even some GAs all approaching the airport at the same time. It'll be tons of fun for the pilots. It'll be tons of fun for the controllers too. So hope to see you all there. Thanks, Serge. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, thank you, Stuart, so much. We talked about this, and I totally forgot that I was supposed to pass it on to you. But yeah, guys, FNOs are awesome. You got to have your skills up, though. You got to have your game on. It is busy, but certainly do take advantage. And if you're lacking in some skills and you want to improve, we certainly have the tools to do that, so that you can participate in those flights as well. All right, sweet. So let me pull up the website here. And next we have TPC Charters Airline with James.
All right, everyone hear me? Hey, Serge, everyone gets a lot of echo from your mic being up. How about now? Anyone? We were getting echo from everyone before.
I don't believe it's from his mic. I think it's from his stream.
I think it's from the stream. If you mute the stream, you'll be good. No, you're good, Serge. If everybody mutes your stream, there won't be any echo.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, going ahead. I'm James, TPC 36. 1 second. All right. I'm going to give you a quick look at the TPC chart is all about. TPC Charter is the virtual airline of the Pilot Club. We use the on-air airline manager software, which simulates many of the complexities of operating an airline to host TPC charters. It's a paid software, costs anywhere from $3.25 US per month up to $6.50 per month, depending on the length of the plan you go with. For a year, it's like works out to be $380 a month. But there's a 1-week free trial available. And if you're interested in joining charters, we encourage you to get the free trial, rent an aircraft, fly a couple of jobs on your own. That'll give you a good feeling for on air and whether it's the type of thing you think you'd be interested in. As far as what we do in charters, besides just flying normal jobs, we have a number of special events and awards throughout the year. 4 times each year, we host a month-long event featuring a special theme and a location along with a list of airports. And charters pilots can earn TPC points by flying jobs between these airpoints. There's often special awards and challenges, providing more opportunities to earn points along the way. Our next event would be during the month of December, and we're going to be heading to India. Keep your eye out for more information on this in the coming weeks. Another activity we have going on within TPC Charters is the Top Gun Award. TPC Top Gun is presented each month to the pilot who flew the most hours that month. The winner gets 2,500 TPC points. They get their names listed permanently on the website, and they'll be the only member in the pilot club with a Top Gun role the following month. Another thing that's been getting a lot of activity in recent months is our Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast started, it was earlier this year. It's an ongoing charters challenge where pilots fly GA aircraft, biz jets, if you like, across North America. We currently have 2 different routes across the US, and we just opened a new route across Canada, stretching from St. John's to Victoria. Flights are done at the pilot's convenience. You don't have a set start or end date. You do it at your own pace. And once you've completed one, you let us know. The pilots who've completed earn 2,500 TPC points for each crossing that they make, one each way. We've had 33 successful crossings so far. Next, I'd like to do a special NOTAM for for existing charters pilots. We've had several pilots, making the coast-to-coast trip, and along the way, they find out about the benefits of using our charters FBO network in the process. This is something we want all our charters pilots to know about. But if you reason for that is usually you're going to get your best paying jobs that you can find for your aircraft using FBO queries in place of logistics center queries when you go looking for jobs. To make this even easier, Serge, if you could go to the flight crew portal, Eric and the devs, the new group, Eric and the devs created a charters sectors map. So you go on flight crew portal and go to the
Sidebar charters button.
All right. Go to zoom in on the US a little bit, if you would, up on the upper section there, and you'll see all our FBOs. Zoom into a particular area you like, Serge. And if you click on one of these FBOs, it'll show you all the routes out of there, all of the connections. So if you're, especially when you're planning like a coast to coast or anything else, you can come in here. Where are you? Where's your plane? Where do you want to get to? What are the possibilities? It's a quick way to find out. And down below, it gives you the color code of what all those different routes are. Okay. So finally, if you've tried on air, you like what you see, you want to join charters, the best place to get started is to go onto the Charters Welcome channel in Discord. You'll find links there to everything you need to know to get started. If you have any questions after that, feel free to ask them in Charters chat. Other than that, I just want to give a big shout out to the Charters managers team. They're the ones that keep this all running smoothly. Serge already introduced you to him at the beginning, but once again, Rob, Jan, John, Steve, Chris, all make this happen so that I can sit back and just talk. Thanks. Turn it back to you, Serge.
Awesome, James. Thanks. It's really awesome and unique what you guys doing with this airline. There are plenty of virtual airlines out there, and a lot of them operate, on different principles. And what I think our members like is that you have a strong team there with pilot engagement. You have these special events, and then you have the full might of on-air platform that gives you that extra realism, economy, etc. And I do all my flights with TPC Charter, and I love it. So you guys have been doing a great job on that. So thank you for that. All right, we're going to keep things moving, guys. We're on track. We're on time. We are going to our developers next. If Eric's in the room, he's going to give you a little update.
Sure am.
Yeah, there he is. Whoop!
Hello, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Eric. I'm the TPC dev team lead, otherwise known as the chief technology officer here at the File Club. First kind of note of contention, I guess is the best way to put it. Just kidding, LOL. Is we're always looking for developers. So PHP, JavaScript, TypeScript, Go are our main languages now. Anybody who knows anything about databases or anybody who knows anything about Git operations / CI/CD pipelines, please let me know. I'm always looking for people. And I'm willing to have a conversation with you. So please reach out to me for that. Some of the updates, just based off of project. We'll start with the Discord bot. That's going to be, for our members, the most notable. Besides FCP, obviously. Right now, we're in the process of reworking our Discord bot. So, for those of you who haven't noticed, we have a new player in our Discord bot scope. His name is his name is Flight Engineer Jerry. So reason for the new player is because he's actually written in a different language. And the reason that we had to rewrite him in a different language is because the current version of the bot is not meant to have the sheer amount of traffic and sheer amount of volume of requests that we put through it. The current version of the Discord bot V2, as I like to call it, was built for something that has, 200-300 members, something to kind of help you out, have a little bit of fun. The new version is straight up built for concurrency and speed. So that's kind of why we switched over to that. So what you'll see now is anytime you send a plain text message, so if somebody were to type in bump wars, First Officer Jerry will respond. He's a great guy. We all love him. And we're currently working to move our slash commands over there. That's the next step in his progress. And that's pretty much where the Discord bot stands. The next thing I want to talk about, Flight Crew Portal. We just released a new release a few days ago. We had a small bug that we fixed thanks to Surge. But the new releases, some of the new features that came out with it, it allows you to add your birthday to our database, which allows us to query who has a birthday today and be able to post a message in Discord at a specific time, letting the club know happy birthday. That's totally optional. You do not have to do it. It's totally up to you. But that is one of the new features. Another new feature is the TPC logbook. The TPC logbook, that intent is to basically allow for anybody to go in and just show what flights they've done at TPC. Right now, there's still a couple things we're going to add. So we're going to add some support for showing what aircraft type you flew, so long as you follow the flight plan. And a few minor changes of where things are, what things look like, stuff like that. But for the most part, that's pretty much it that we're going to be adding to that. That's a brand new feature that just came out a few days ago. We have tested it. Everything works beautifully. As of right now, again, we still have some things to add, but that doesn't hinder the ability to use the logbook as it stands. More information on how to do that kind of stuff will be posted on the blog here in the next few days. Serge will have more information on when that's going to be posted because that's his domain, not mine. Past that, as far as rest of kind of the team goes, I have over the last few weeks implemented some things to kind of help developer experience. So ways to kind of make my life easier, allow my developers a little bit more freedom, and just overall kind of clean up items and getting us ready for more throughput, essentially, because of how many members we are getting. Other than that, that's all I have, sir. I have kept it under 5 minutes. Back to you.
Eric, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, great work goes on there. I wanted to highlight very quickly something that I'm very excited about, and that's we've had this for a while. It's your public profile, where you can put your information, put your the aircraft that you fly. You can even indicate what level you are at that aircraft. I don't know if I'm expert at any of those, but anyways, it gives you some things here to do, and then the logbook is here with your flights where you can. Those are automatically tracked. You don't have to log in. You don't have to do anything. It's there. You just have to enable it.
Open one of the pages, Serge.
What?
Open one of your logbook pages.
Oh yeah, I already did that before. Yeah. So it gives you a map, and Eric is continuously adding new cool things, but it tells you what the flight is, what the route was, departure, destination. You can add notes to it. So very, very, very cool. And this is going to feed into some other automation things. So this is kind of a step in the direction that we need to go. But back to the profile page, I mean, this is neat, right? Like this is your home for the Pilot Club. This is your Pilot Club profile. So um, very,
Oh, I did forget one. I
very
did
cool.
forget
Go
one
ahead.
feature. I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
in Flight Crew Portal. If Serge, if you'd be able to zoom in on your right underneath your profile picture, just to kind of highlight it, we did add the ability to add other call signs that are not TPC call signs. So what does that mean? So one of the other call signs that I use, just as a sheer example, is Alaska 1265, or basically insert airline here, 1265. What we've allowed you to do is add up to 5 common call signs that you use on a regular basis to kind of show who and what other airlines and other types of aircraft that you fly to be able to identify you, or how to identify yourself, right? So if you want to add those call signs, it's in your profile, and I'm sure Serge will show you how to do that at some point. Otherwise, the blog will have all the information on how to do that.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. All right. So next, very briefly, I wanted to mention a couple of things on the media side and public relations side. So as you guys may or may not know, we do have our YouTube, we have our Instagram and Facebook. So you certainly can keep up with some things there on those platforms, and they serve really as a tool for us to promote the club and the community, spread the word, get new members in, get more exposure for the club. But what I'd like to ask you guys to do is, if you're able, is to spread the word about TPC on your socials and in the groups that you guys are in, and that would tremendously help the club. It would bring more members to the club, obviously, and then more importantly, it would help us cement our spot in the flight sim community. We already have a very good standing, and a lot of people know about us. But what we'd like to do is take it to the next level and really become a staple in the flight sim community. So if you're able to do that, thank you. And if not, that's okay. Tune into our YouTube, our Instagram, and our Facebook for all the updates and everything else on there. All right, very good. So we got about 13 minutes remaining. We're doing pretty good. So why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and announce the giveaway winners. Let me pull up my notes here with the bot that ran the commands. Okay, so all right, we'll start with the current giveaway. Let me see. Let me find it right quick. Just put it on the screen.
Aircraft of somebody's choice.
There you go. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. It is the aircraft add-on of your choice for the sim of your choice. And that giveaway winner is... Oh, did you guys hear that? Anyways, it's Justin. Justin, Pilot Club 2112. You in here? Probably not, but it's okay. So we'll contact Justin. He'll have 24 hours to claim the prize. Again, Justin 2112. All right, moving on to our company perks program. As I said, quarterly we do these giveaways. This is our way of giving back to you guys who are really passionate and engaged in the community. So it's a special thing. And the winner of that giveaway, which I suppose is also the aircraft add-on of your choice, is Joe, Pilot Club 989. Joe here? Probably not. It's okay. We'll let him know. So congratulations to Justin and congratulations to Joe. Thank you guys for being a member. Now, let me go back to the site here and announce our next giveaway. That's coming 8 November 2024. We are going to be giving away Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And that one is going to be a monthly one. I don't think that one is going to last for 2 months. So just starting 8 November, we'll reset the role and all of that in the next couple of days, and then you can apply to that and or enter that giveaway anyways. Um, so that's pretty cool. I also want to say that if you guys have any ideas about what kind of things you'd like to have in these giveaways, please drop a message in idea box, and then we can consider that. So we've done a lot of different things over the years with these giveaways, but if there's anything that you think we should be offering up as a giveaway, please do let us know. All right, very good. So why don't we do this now? Does anybody have any questions about anything that we've discussed before we get to like the Q&A portion? Anything that was mentioned by any of the departments or myself?
This is Mark. I think I remember saying this last town hall, but I got to give a shout out to the dev team. The reason why this Discord server is so hot, and the reason why it's so fun to be on the website is because of all the apps, all the custom stuff that the dev team is doing. So I just want to give a shout out to them. They are doing God's work.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's so much that they've done, and people probably don't know the half of it. Like, did you guys know you have the airport command that will give you CTAF and charts and all this? Watch this. I don't know if you guys can see my screen there. Watch this right quick.
A live demo?
Yeah, live demo. Airport. And then we'll just go KIAD, for example. All right, look at this here. So we got the region, we got the charts, we got the current weather, and then you got all your frequencies. So if you needed and some of them will actually say CTAF. This one doesn't, but it would be your tower in this case. So here's your CTAF. So this is just a drop in the bucket. I mean, there's so much that they've done, so many different things, and a lot of those things are documented on the flight crew portal, like the different commands and stuff. So very cool. It helps. It helps with automating things. It helps with the tools that you need to, conduct your flights, etc. And there are many, many other things. So yeah, I second that. Thanks, Mark, for bringing that up. I mean, this is quite unique what we're doing here with the developers. It would not be possible without them, for sure. And look at that cool profile. I mean, everybody should go get their profiles. And I don't know, I put the URL of my profile in my Discord.
That
profile.
says you're an Airbus expert.
Okay, who said that? That sounded sarcastic.
I mean, basic spoiler operation. Well, never mind. Q&A is coming up.
Lucas, I need to see you in my office after this, sir. Thank you.
I forgot where that is.
Well,
it's been a while.
Yeah, because you've not been here in a while. I did fly the Airbus for about a decade. Now I switched up to a better aircraft, i.e. Embraer. Just saying. All right, very good. Q&A session. Anything you guys want to ask from staff or anybody, myself, anybody else? Anything that, any feedback, anything that you guys? Well, I was gonna say ask or say. How about that? Don't talk all at once now.
Congratulations to Stu getting a C1.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, I think he's muted though.
He's working.
He's controlling.
He is working. I'm about to talk to him.
He's on the Indy Center. All right, you guys enjoying the club? Everybody's having a good time? I mean, we're on the right track. If not, Idea Box is the place, really. We do take that feedback. It is your club, so our job as staff here running the club is to make sure that, what we do is what you guys want. So if we can help with
Hey,
those things.
Andrew here, backup host for GA2Say. We're looking for ideas for our second week and our fourth week flights. So, Idea Box, let us know.
What, GA stuff?
Yeah, GA stuff. I look any airport, any activity.
I love Kentucky.
Who doesn't? Great whiskey.
Surge muted his mic. There he is.
All right, very good. Yeah, I wasn't saying anything. I'm just letting you guys whatever you want to do, and we'll cut the recording here probably in a few minutes. But if you guys want to continue hanging out, whoever wants to stay and chat and do whatever, I mean, there's so much.
Hey, boss. Before
go.
you cut recording, I just want to give a shout out to the flight training department here. They are awesome, highly supportive, always there when you have a question.
Nice.
Very welcoming. Shout out.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Really, I mean, if you think about this, the all of the departments that are part of the club, I mean, they're doing an awesome job. The training department is bringing up our pilot competency. The developers are building tools for us to enjoy the club and do our flights. The flight operations obviously put on excellent events for us to get together and fly together. I mean, this is amazing. This club was founded on the idea of like-minded people getting together and enjoying the hobby, flying, enjoying aviation. We're now dabbling with real world stuff as well, so we're heading into that direction. And really, it's kind of for a lot of the folks in the club, it's kind of like a drug, a gateway drug rather, to get into the real world aviation. But anyways, even for those who just stay strictly in the flight sim, it's amazing. The community is awesome. I can tell you from my experience, also flying with you guys in group flights is amazing, except for Andrew, not the GA Andrew. And I'm just kidding. But just having that camaraderie and having that kind of common goal, and representing the club and trying to execute these flights with maximum realism, I know that brings joy to a lot of people. And I mean, what's the point of living, right, if you don't have joy? So hopefully this organization brings a little bit of joy or enjoyment to your lives, and we are very happy to have you as a member. Again, this is your club, and it would not be what it is without all of you guys. And again, big milestone, 5,000 members. We're going to hit that in December. Of course, varying levels of engagement and participation and skill levels, and I think that's our strength, is in the diversity of our members. Having real-world pilots, having real-world ATC, VATSIM ATC, CFIs, just the spectrum is crazy, and we're able to bring everybody together and have everybody enjoy the hobby, I think is awesome. So I'm a little bit biased, be honest with you, but I hope you share the same view on this. But I love being a part of this. I love doing these things with you guys, and we're going to continue. And believe you me, this is just the beginning. All right, and that's it. I've babbled enough.
Here, here.
Hey, Dylan.
All right, we're going to end the video here just so you guys know.
What's up, Andrew?
How's things looking with Sky Blue?
I think we're going pretty well. I don't have any issues with them.
What's Sky Blue?
That's
Sky
the
Blue Radio?
partner for Flying Thursday.
Like the radio?